Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to do the chapter on being an Indian, which is written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond wonders why some Indians are only too eager to pack up and go off to some foreign land. Although sometimes mistaken for a foreigner, he feels comfortable with his Indianness. Here Ruskin Bond describes about his nationality, his identity as an Indian. He wonders why some Indians want to settle abroad. This craze is there among most of the Indians, and he wonders over it. Rather, he feels uncomfortable if somebody calls him a foreigner because of his outlook, his appearance. He feels comfortable with his Indianness. Let's see what is there in the chapter. There are many among us who, given the opportunity to leave India, are only too happy to go. But whenever I have had the chance to go away, I have held back. He says that many people feel happy when they get a chance to go abroad, but he never felt so. Or something has held me back. What is it that has such a hold on me but leaves others free to go where they will sometimes never to return? He says, even I don't know what is that which holds me back to India. Why others are not so much attached? Why they want to leave their country, never to return? Many years ago, I was offered a well-paid job at a magazine in Hong Kong. I thought about it for weeks, worried myself to distraction, and finally, with a great sigh of relief, turned it down. He describes that he got a chance to go to Hong Kong for a very well-paid job at a magazine, but he refused after thinking for a long time. He refused. My friends thought I was crazy. They still do. Most of them would have jumped at a comparable offer, even if it had meant spending the rest of their lives far from the palm-fringed coasts or pine-clad mountains of this land. Many friends have indeed gone away, never to return, except perhaps to get married very quickly before they are off again. Don't they feel homesick? I wonder. He says, even when my friends came to know that I turned down an opportunity from abroad, they called me crazy, mad. Because he says, even still I am crazy. Most of them had settled abroad, never to return. And even if they have come, they stayed here for a while. They had come just to get married and go back home. He wonders, don't they feel homesick? They never remember India? I'm almost paranoid at the thought of going away and then being unable to come back. What do you mean by paranoid? Very much afraid. He feels afraid of leaving his motherland, his country, and going somewhere else and settling there. This almost happened to me when, as a boy, I went to England, longed to return to India, but it did not have money for the passage. He remembers that it happened to him also. He also went under that experience of never coming back. He happened to go to England as a boy and always longed to come back to India, but he didn't have enough money to do so. For 2 years, I worked and slaved like a miser, something I have never done since, until I had enough to bring me home. He says for 2 years, he struggled hard. Like a miser. Miser is a person who doesn't spend much on anything, who rather, even if he has, doesn't want to spend money. He says, I hadn't ever done that again. And home wasn't parents and brothers and sisters. They were no longer here. Home for me was India. He says that I didn't want to come back for only my parents. I wanted to come back because I loved my country, India. So what is it that keeps me here? By birth, I take too closely after a Nordic grandparent to pass for a typical son of the soil. People often ask me where I hail from. India, I say. He says, what is that which has attached me to this country? He says, by birth, I take too closely after a Nordic. I am from North Europe, he says, with golden hair, blue eyes, and mostly fair color. Says I am from Nordic grandparents, and When people ask me, from where do I hail? Hail means from where do I belong? I say, India. But you don't look like an Indian, they protest. I'm a red Indian, I say. When they say that, no, you don't look like an Indian, he says, I am a red Indian, a Native American. India is where I was born and went to school and grew to manhood. India was where my father was born and went to school and worked and died. He says, India is my country. Why? Because my father, he also worked here. I was born here. I went to school, grew to a man. My father died in India. Surely that entitles me to a place in the Indian sun. If it doesn't, I can revert to my mother's family. He says that surely this much is enough to call me an Indian. If it does not, then I should go back to my mother's family.